My name is Morgan Barker. My student number is 2009586. This is a digital enterprise assignment, and in this assignment an insight will be given into the current world of technology and also the emerging tech that is coming up. Nike has specifically evolved a lot in the technology world, and most times that they have come up with technology, it has been very successful. A new tech will be put in place to allow them to grow and become more efficient with the company. And the positives and negatives of this will also be shown, as well as a customer profile that will be put in place to get a better idea of Nike itself and its customers. This will also allow Nike to save more money. They will have more stock and more space to put the stock, and they won't lose as much money to as many unknown cases.
Nike's biggest competitors are Adidas, Puma, New Balance, Reebok and Converse. When it comes to revenue, Nike's athleisure wear has risen to the top in both the clothing department and footwear. The sales of both of those have reached over £26 billion over the world compared to Adidas, who have a revenue of around £17 billion. This gives Nike the go-ahead to carry on using the tech they were using and creating ideas in the same pattern they are doing it in currently. Nike having over 1,000 stores worldwide compared to Adidas having 2,500 stores worldwide show that not only do people like Nike's products more, but clearly they have a better tech which is keeping their customers in and giving people a higher quality experience when buying products. This will also give others an easier decision when choosing which products to choose from. And even though Nike have many competitors, Adidas is the only competitor that can pose any kind of threat onto Nike, as the other brands have not improved consistently as much as them. Nike have a very large variety of clothing, footwear and equipment, which allows them to grow in multiple ways than one. With this, they are able to associate themselves with lots of high-level athletes and well-known influencers. This provides them with the will of wanting to make sure their athleisure wear, footwear and equipment is number one to keep them at the top. When comparing Nike to other brands, we can easily put them at the top of the table, as they have proven with their revenue and the amount of technology they have that other brands don't have. They have a marketing strategy of selling their products through their website, which they've combined from a previous 3 websites that they had. And aside from this, they also wish to sell their products to independent licensed stores and retail. Current tech that Nike have in right now are Nike by You, smart clothing and a digital wall. Nike by You allows their customers to design their own footwear with the shape, colour and also the texture of the shoe. Smart clothing is embedded sensors into the clothing which will not only monitor the body conditions and allow an idea of the performance, but it will also be able to pick out any abnormalities which could give a pre-warning or prevent any serious health problems. A digital wall is an application that allows customers to get themselves involved in the Nike products and to become inspired by the community of Nike. The digital wall had 3 prototypes which were launched in Berlin. Nike has very varied customers, as they have made sure that all of their products are varied and can mostly work in a way for everyone. Nike's customers go from one end of the scale to another. Nike primarily caters for both men and women athletes between the ages of 11 and 45. These will be children and adults who are looking for athleisure wear for clubs, hobbies, work, or even training and competitions all over the world. Their focus is changing to try and get teenagers and footwear lovers to build a long-term loyalty with the brand by having technology such as an app called Sneakers, and this allows raffles for footwear that is very limited and that only some can get access to. The lifestyles of most of the people that will be using Nike will be that their products and technology will be trying to help or start with helping people to lead a healthier lifestyle with exercise, which will be a way to help maintain that. When it comes to looking at the segmentation Nike concentrates on, it seems to be the demographic segmentation, as they concentrate on the age range of 11 to 45 and teenagers. This was promoted with a campaign in 2014 of football athletes playing with teenagers, which inspired them. Another concentrated factor is gender, as Nike have concentrated heavily on investing more females into their company. This objective has been fulfilled by Nike launching a variety of sporting lines that were female, hoping to grow in years to come. Nike have also evolved on their ethnic segment of marketplace, as they have started moving towards getting more athleisure wear that different ethnic backgrounds can use for different religions, races or nationalities. Psychographic segmentation is another one of Nike's priorities, as their whole brand is around athletes and athleisure wear. Their aim is to get individuals into being active and going to the gym and participating in sports, and with most customers from Nike, they take part in one of those. Geographic segmentation is based on the world and country. Different campaigns will be promoted in different places of the world depending on what sports are more popular in that particular place, to allow that sport to grow as well as Nike's company. For example, football campaigns will not be promoted as much in the US as it is more popular in Europe. Behavioural segments are not focused on by Nike as much as the other segments, but they are still looking at how the customers feel in their products and how they are using them in a way which is more efficient for them, no matter what the product is or who is using it. Nike will have a new technology that will be able to calculate and change the size of items of clothing and footwear depending on how the client has specified. This will be able to be completed in just a few days with a virtual view at the end of the experience. With this new technology, the customers will not have to worry about the sizes being different in compared to other retail shops that they buy from, as the technology will allow them to have the perfect fit. When the customers realise that the technology that Nike has built is efficient for them, they will want to try it and use it for every product they buy, as they will not have to worry about trying clothes on or returning any items. A positive with this new technology would be that Nike could save a lot of money by not having any changing rooms, as this new technology will give the customers an insight on how it will look on them. When it comes to the changing rooms, Nike wouldn't have to have any staff around the changing rooms, and this would save them money on not having to have as many staff in at a time. They will also not have to spend money on building the changing rooms, which could give them more space for stock in the shop. Finally, a lot of shoplifting comes from changing rooms as they are closed away, which means Nike have less of a chance of shoplifters stealing in their changing rooms, which will save them lots of money. When it comes to the sales of Nike, with this new technology, they should rise by a high amount, as the customers will trust that Nike have the correct sizes for them, and that the products they have will only change on Nike's end. Within this, the revenue will also rise, as the number of items that are being returned will not be as high when the technology was not around. This is because the customers will have seen the products on themselves before buying, and also they have requested the size of the products. The only way the items should be coming back is if they no longer want them. The footfall of Nike may lessen with the new technology, as it will be accessible in stores and also online within the Nike app. Although it will lessen, it should not be by much compared to how it is now, as most people that go into stores like to see the products they are buying before purchasing it. With technology becoming so big in the world, customers being able to get their products online is in the best condition, and in only a few days should satisfy them to help Nike upgrade their technology at all times. Nike is always bringing out new technology, so the regular customers of Nike should not be surprised with this new technology, and a lot of them are very active all day. This will then allow them to get the products they want and not have to waste time coming into store, having to try anything on, or returning anything if it does not work for them.
So in conclusion of all this, Nike are clearly very quick and intelligent when it comes to their technology and coming up with new technology, but they've now started to focus more on the health side and getting into the health industry rather than concentrating on their sales and their footfall and building up as a company. So although this is a positive for the customers, the emerging technology that has been discussed in the assignment will focus on building the company and making it more efficient. And for the future, Nike should focus on allowing customers to be more creative with their products, and also make sure that everything that they are producing in tech and how that is how they've said it should be, and making sure that they are guaranteeing everything that they are putting out for everyone.